Hi, I'm Helen. I just thought I'd come today and do a video for you on getting started in scrapbooking. I've been scrapping since 2001 when my sister-in-law introduced me to the hobby. My style's moved on a lot since then and use a lot wider range of products. There's a lot more available in the UK now than there was when I did get started. Going to go through a few things with you today on basics to get started. I mainly do, well, actually I only do 12 by 12 layouts, so here's a few, and these live in my 12 by 12 album, which I'll do a quick flick through. Lots of different types of memory keeping out there. There's journals and traveller's notebooks, planners, 6 by 6 albums, 8 by 8, 6 by 12, lots and lots of different ways of memory keeping out there. I only do 12 by 12 just because that's what I've got used to and what I'm comfortable with creating with. But what I'll do is go through, as I said, some supplies and some basics on how I got started, or how you can get started if you're interested in picking up the hobby. Okay, so like I said, I do 12 by 12. Now this is a 12 by 12 album. This is a We Are Memory Keepers album. Most of the UK scrapbook retailers stock these or different versions. It's a D-ring album, which means that you can take your pages in and out and move your album about a lot easier. And they come with 5 of the wallets. So these are your page protectors. And again, these come in different sizes: 6 by 6, 12 by 12, 8 by 8, 6 by 12, USA 4 size, which is 8.5 by 11, I think. So yeah, they come in lots of different sizes. I, as I said in my instruction, only use 12 by 12. You slide your pages in and out once they've completed. You don't need an album to get started, but it is a safe way to keep your pages, keep them nice and clean, and stop fingers going over them when they're looking through your albums. This is front page from a New York album from my holiday last year. So some pages that I've already completed. Okay, so that's the album. There are also different types of albums out there. Basics to get started then: a paper trimmer. So this one's 12 by 12. This arm comes out. Don't have to have a paper trimmer, but if you like nice straight edges on your paper, they are best with a trimmer. I also use scissors. So as I said, you can just use a pair of scissors if you're comfortable with that. You're also going to need adhesive. So lots of different adhesives. This is a repositionable transfer adhesive. This is like a tape pen where you just roll the adhesive on. There's also wet glue. So this is a 2-way glue pen. I use these for smaller fiddlier bits. And then for things like your wood embellishments or you know, bigger things that might need something stronger, there's also some wet glues out there. This is Cosmic Shimmer. I usually use Tombow Multi-Purpose, which is currently winging its way from Amazon. There's also mini glue dots. So these again are really good for heavier items like wood veneer pieces and things like that. You can always just use double-sided sticky tape as well, so have some of that. What I would say with your glues is acid free is really important if you're worried about how long your page is going to last, because acid will eat your photos and discolour them. So if you're worried about them, you know, your pages being okay for your grandkids, then I would suggest something like that. As well as my big scissors for trimming paper and photos, I have a little pair of snips as well, which are handy if you say got some paper that you're wanting to cut the flowers out of, for example, as embellishments, then they're really good for that. And I keep a separate pair which is just for ribbon. You're also going to need a pen, because big important piece of scrapbooking is the journaling, so actually writing the story on your page. So yep, so that's some basics. And then you're going to need some photos to actually scrapbook. So these are all pictures that was taken on my phone from a day out and printed them different sizes. I use Picasa on my computer to do photo collages like this. There are also apps on your phone like Pick Collage, and there's an app called Project Life. So I print at home. I have a Canon Selfie, which is a printer that prints 4x6 papers. So yeah, you print at home, or you can send them away to get printed, and really, you know, handy apps out there for doing collages if you want to do multi photos on a print. They don't all have to be 6x4 standard print sizes. You're going to need some scrapbook paper as well. So scrapbook paper, lots of different manufacturers out there. This is Pink Paisley from American Crafts, and a designer called Paige Evans, who is one of my favourites. I've been to a couple of classes done by her. And papers come in collections, so everything coordinates and works together. And also we tend to find, like, from one designer, different collections will also coordinate as well. Some pattern paper, some cardstock. Now I've already started making a layout here. So this is American Crafts, and it's textured cardstock. So, you know, a cardstock for a page base, or formatting photos, or to use in between layers. You know, it's just nice to have something different to the pattern on the pages as well. So that's the basics. You can then, as you go, add in tools and embellishments. So I've got a big tray here of alphabet stickers which all started with one pack, which would have been something simple like these. You know, and they come in different colours, so I've got lots of different colours in here, different styles. So just a nice alphabet set to use to be able to put titles on your pages. And then you've got embellishments, so lots and lots of different embellishments out there. This is my tray that I keep next to my desk, and I've got things like wooden buttons with epoxy in the top. There's stickers, there's cardstock stickers. I've got collections of papers that these coordinate with. There's also chipboard pieces. There we go, there's the chipboard pieces. Puffy stickers, I love puffy stickers. I've got lots of puffy stickers in here. So there's all sorts of different things that you can use in your scrapbooks that again are all acid free, lignin free. Another embellishment, got paper die cuts as well for decorating your pages. Okay, so that's the basics, and now I'm going to go through a few other things on the computer with you. So I wanted to talk about different formats. So this is planner pages, so it's having a diary and then turning your pages actually into your memory keeping, adding photos. We've then got pocket page scrapbooking or Project Life scrapbooking. This is where your page 12x12 or your 6x12, 8x8 pages are divided up, and you put your photos or a Pocket Life card in there where you've added embellishments to the photos or the cards. And then we've got traveller's notebooks, so these are long thin notebooks where you're adding your memory keeping to your pages. Great smaller format. And then inspiration, go to Instagram, search the hashtag scrapbooking, scrapbook ideas, scrapbook layouts. There's lots of inspiration on there. Same with Pinterest, search for scrapbooking, and it doesn't just bring up your 12x12 pages, you can see here. It's also got planner pages on there, and different forms of memory keeping that comes up. Big scrapbooking community, so have a look on Facebook for scrapbooking, and you'll find lots and lots of different groups. Lots of groups that aren't affiliated with particular shops. There's just a couple here that I belong to that are UK groups, and just great place for sharing inspiration, sharing what you've created, getting help and ideas, asking questions. If you're stuck and you're halfway through a page and you don't know which way to go, put a picture up and ask for help. Or if there's a new product that you're not sure about, ask for advice and recommendations. It's really great. There's then other groups as well that belong and affiliated to shops. I'm a member of the Ella Benella design team. So talking to shops, here's Ella Benella. It's one of the UK online stores. So that's classed as advertising because I'm on their design team. But there's lots of other ones as well. Ella Benella has a good range. Then you've got Hey Little Magpie, and there's also Trip Down Memory Lane, Art from the Heart, Lottie Loves Paper, Mind the Scrap is a monthly kit club. There's a few American kit clubs like Hip Kit Club, which I'm a member of, and there's a few international shops like Craftelia, which is Spanish. They have a wide range. That's where I'll get brother stuff as well as instead of Crate and Craft. And you've got Scrapbook.com, which is an American retailer, so quite pricey to get the shipping here, but they have lots of classes, free and paid classes, which are really great to get going in scrapbooking, and some great ideas on there. Just a few samples of layouts I've created this year. This is just a few of the 90 odd I've made this year. Just some simple ones which just mainly using paper and embellishments and card, before we get onto the more advanced stuff with messing about with mixed media and paints and texture paste and all the really fun messy stuff. That one day layout there, just to show you don't just have to scrap stuff that you've already done. You can talk about your hopes and your plans for the future. But thanks so much for watching. Any questions, please ask, and I hope you give scrapbooking a go. Thanks, bye bye.